using the cosine law here to solve for this triangle that has two sides and a contained angle. So if we look closely here, we'll notice that we have this side, we have the angle here, and we have the other side. But we can't, we have to use the cosine law because we don't have any pair of angle opposite side. Okay, here we don't have it. We don't have angle opposite side. We don't have angle opposite side. Same thing all over. Okay, so let's set up our cosine law. We're going to solve for side P here. This is going to be side Q. This is lowercase r. And we know that, P squared is equal to r squared plus q squared minus 2rq cosine of angle P. So let's set it up. Let's put the numbers in, that is. Side r is 13 squared. Side q is 4 squared minus 2 times 13 times 4 and times the cosine of 70. And that'll be 169 plus 16, so 185 minus, what is that? 13 times 2 is 26 times 4, that's 104 cosine of 70, and we can do the work here on our calculator. So we get 104 times 70 cos gives us that, and it is negative, so I'm going to put a negative in front of it. No, not that, negative. Oh, messed up. Let's try that again. Let's start from the front, maybe. 185 minus 104 times 70 cosine equals, 149.4 ... whatever. And then we take the square root. So it's going to be the square root of that stuff, which is 12.2. Great, so our p-value is 12.2. We can write that in centimeters, that is. And we can now use the sine law, which is the easier of the two. By easier, I mean it requires less calculation because we have a side and opposite angle. And that is perfect. So let's set that up to solve for, let's say, angle R here. Okay, so I'm going to have sine of R, because that's what I want to solve for, over 13 equals sine of 70 over 12.2. And if I do the math, remember I'm bringing the 13 up here, multiplying it. So I'll just put it over there maybe. I'm going to get value of sine R equals, what do we get here? 13 times 70 sine is that, divided by 12.2. It's a bit too big. That's not going to work. So let's try that again. We have 13 times we do this 70 sine times 13, and we're going to divide that by I think I needed some more decimals, so I'm going to have to go back here actually for a sec. So let's do this again. So 185 minus 104 times 70 cosine gives us that. And if I take the square root, it's 12.22. So let me do a few more accurate decimal places here. 415. Okay, now I'm going to do this calculation. 13 times 70 sine divided by 12.22415. Okay, I mean basically we're going to get almost 90. That's why I couldn't round it off there. So this will be 88 degrees. Okay, when you do, sorry, not this here, but when you do the inverse, I've done it all in one step here, R is going to be 88 degrees. Okay, so we have the three sides, 1, 2, 3. This is 88 degrees. So the remaining, well, that's going to be pretty small. Basically have to get up to 90 there, so, and there. What do we have there? That's 20 plus 2, so angle Q, that's 22 degrees. And that gives us our solved triangle.